My best friend recently started keeping a done list for the work that she does. And I was so inspired by her done list that I decided to make one too. Call it peer pressure. I thought it was just such a great idea. In the times when she's really frustrated and feels like quitting, she looks at her done list and it reminds her that she actually is making a difference. She actually is getting things done. So it's kind of like a reset for her. And I thought that was great. And I probably need a system like that for myself. I remember some time ago, I did like a wins jar or like a wins box. I would physically write out everything that I did and accomplished, and I would put it in a box in a hopes that I would go back to it at the end of the year to review everything and celebrate myself. But that quickly became old. I didn't have time to sit down and write everything down by hand. Having a physical box was kind of, I don't know, it gave clutter, not, a good time. So that system didn't work for me, but I thought maybe keeping, a digital system might work better. So I started to the, keep, I started a weekly accomplishment list, which now I'm calling it my wins list. But the first week, I just made a list of things that I wanted to get done that week, a list of things that, I would feel accomplished by um, once I finished it at the end of the week. And the first week was a little rough. I didn't get much of anything done the first week, but the second week was really, really good. And the third week, yes, I'm really on a roll. So for now, I am keeping my list in my Apple Notes app. I'm keeping it in my Apple Notes app primarily for accessibility on the go. I can literally get to my notes at any time. It doesn't matter if I have Wi Fi connection, it doesn't matter if I have cellular service or not. I can always get to my notes. I can also get to the Notes app on different devices. I have several phones that I'm using right now. I have an iPad and a MacBook Pro, so I can share my note across those different devices, and that's a win for me and my mom brain. I'm also keeping the list in ClickUp, and I love ClickUp. I'm using it anyway for business reasons, so I said why not use it for my personal life as well. And I'm keeping it in ClickUp because I want to be able to filter all of the tasks that I got done at the end of the time period. So it could be 3 months, it can be a year, however long I plan on continuing to do this. Um, I can filter all of the tasks by just the ones I got done, and I can focus on that at the end of the time period and celebrate myself based off of what I've gotten done. So far, putting it in ClickUp has been a bit of a challenge. Um, I just I just haven't been able to update my ClickUp, but I am updating the list in my notes app, and honestly, that's good enough for me right now. I can go back at a later date and plug in all of the done tasks if I want to, but for now, the notes app is working for me, and I'm really happy with the system. I refer to this note several times, at least once a day. But most times I'm looking at it 2 or 3 times a day just to make sure that what I have on my task list for the day is helping me move towards, accomplishing the things on this list. Now, there are two kind of tasks or goals that I put on my list every week, and I will continue to do that. One of those is a reading goal. For the last couple of weeks, I've had the goal to finish at least one book, and a goal to get 50% done with another book. So I haven't hit the goal every week. I haven't hit those two goals every week, but I have been making progress, which honestly is better than nothing. Um, and this week, I actually stretched a little bit, and I put to accomplish reading 2 books this week. So I have about 60% in one book and about 30% in another book. They're both audiobooks, so I think I can get them done over the weekend before Sunday. Um, I put my social media goals on here. I'm really working on rebuilding my business audience, and still trying to kind of find my place for my personal brand audience. Um, I have on my list this week to reach out to one brand. I haven't done that yet, and it's Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to get that done, but who knows what I can get done in the next 3 days. And I also have it on here to start a new blog. I've been going really hard on blogging for my business this year. And I'm feeling the urge to start with my personal brand again. My introduction to creating content on the internet was through a blog. And I think it's time that I get back to that on the personal side. I've been using it for business, but I'm excited to use it for my personal brand as well. One of the biggest goals that I've accomplished since I started this system was scheduling my CNA exam earlier this year. I took a class to become a certified nursing assistant or a nurse aide here in North Carolina. And it's been 6 months since the class ended, 7 months since the class ended. Make sure that I had some skills in my back pocket that I can lean on. I've been a CNA before. It's not my first time taking the exam. It's not my first time taking, being certified as a CNA. But I have to get certified here in North Carolina, and I want to just make sure I have some skills in my back pocket. You never know. So I scheduled my exam this week, and I'm excited about being able to take it. So I think this system is working really well for me. It's accessible. I'm putting down reasonable goals and a couple of stretch goals. These weekly goals align with my overall yearly goals, and who I am and who I'm becoming. So I feel really good about the things that I'm putting on this list. And at the end of it all, I'll be able to look back and say, this is what I accomplished. This is what I spent my time doing. This is what I have to celebrate. I'm proud of myself, and thank you to my bestie for sharing her system with me, and being transparent. I'm about to go and check a couple more things off the list before this week ends. If you have any tips or suggestions on goal tracking and want to share how you track your goals, drop it in the comments below. I would love to learn more about it. Until next time.